not a vampire, not an alien. I'm not the fucking mummy, I'm a goblin.
Greetings, the Quested Goblin is back for your review about Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm here with an eyelid. Why? Because my eye is kind of a little bit weird looking right now, and instead of, sunglasses or something else that's, a little bit different, but I have to look up at the monitor here sometimes, so I was like, an eyelash. This thing looks ridiculous, but kind of fun, kind of crazy, and I'm all for crazy and twisted. Why the fuck not? Anyway, so we're here to talk about Sonic the 2 the Hedgehog. I finally watched it, guys. Actually, it's been a week ago that I watched it, but still, it's kind of counts. So we got Jim Carrey back. Jim Carrey as the Eggman again. He's stranded still on the mushroom planet, trying to survive, having make them his own Wilson the Stone. That's actually his right hand man. Anyway, so his right hand man, Stone, he's like going crazy, a little bit thing, but he still has the hair of Sonic, and then he kind of activates after a little bit crazy, going a little bit more crazy. He's also bald now. He looks more like Eggman from the game. So he's like Sparking! And then he comes down. He likes his mustache, like a big mustache, because then comes Knuckles. Knuckles comes off. Well, his army kind of comes off. He does this whole thing, hoping that somebody will come, and he has all those little bit things, trying to get the thing, They come. He bested out till Knuckles comes, and then it's like, hey, we can work together, I know where this menace is. I know the way. I'm smart, so we can kind of team up. We can team up, and they team up. Sonic is meanwhile he is kind of doing the Batman thing. I had the stupid Batman cow so I had this stupid Batman cow that ends up being a dog in latex. Doesn't really work. I have a video all about the worst Batman ever, because god damn it, I don't know what that is, but it was the worst. You should check it out, because I bought $40 for it, and I only would have the half of the money back if I do it return to sender. So yeah, I'm kind of stuck with it, hoping the best of it, hoping that it's gonna go well, and that maybe I can make something out of it. The difference. But that's not what we're talking about. No. We're talking about something else. We're talking about Sonic the Hedgehog, and how he tries to be kind of Batman, kind of Sonic. He tries to do it. He does fast. He does dump chaos a little bit here and there, but he tries to save it. Like, your moment is gonna come. Your moment is not now to shine. You're still a kid. You're still a young Sonic, teenage Sonic, and he outruns, but he cannot do anything else. He is kind of stuck there, doing things, and his superhero goes a little bit too chaotic. So even he wants to help, it doesn't go. He does more damage than he did. But he goes back to his little town hill where he is doing. But he's human. He's doing his own thing, trying to become a super. Gonna go on this wedding thing of a sister. So those two are out of picture from the last movie. Are kind of then comes Tails. Tails is glad. She's like, I hope I'm before it, but I no, he's not before it. He's like a few minutes behind it, because as he is doing his thing, he's getting this party going, everything. Then Eggman shows up. He's like, hi. It's like, Eggman. He wants to do super fast. And Eggman is like, and voila! Knuckles! Boom! It's like, I got a friend! How you like my new friends? They fight a little bit. And then this whole fight with Sonic happens. They try to go on. They try to fight. Sonic is way outclassed. Yeah, sure, he's good. He's faster. But he is not stronger. And Knuckles is still a little bit fast. Not the fastest, but he is. When you get his Knuckles, you're gonna get knocked out! Knocked out the picture! I'm sorry, man! You're out the game! Oh, does that hurt? So, in the beginning, we get Knuckles and Sonic a little bit on the run. Then Knuckles is like, we have to find it first. And what the whole thing is that they want to find is the crystal that's somewhere hiding here. This is the whole reason Sonic is actually here. To be the protector of this, what Cloud is, and Knuckles has this whole fight. He's like, it belongs to me, belongs to my people, and Eggman is like, oh crap! More powerful power than Sonic's whole shebang little speed thing. Oh, that sounds amazing! That sounds interesting. I got my eye on that. So he wants to have that power. He wants to have this whole fucking power for himself. He wants that power. Now, he's very much like, that power is awesome. That power is something insane. But we cannot get, Sonic cannot get this first. And we need a little help. Well, I actually don't need any help. But I need my technology. So he goes to his coffee. He's like, and there is where he's like, his whole mastermind. His right hand is Wilson is there. I call him Wilson because the Rock was kind of the Wilson Easter egg that looked like him. I forgot the minion's name, but not important, It's not important. He means more than Eggman. Let's know, but so. He has all these things like, okay, if we can dump him, we dump him. Doesn't really matter, but it's like your friend. Well, he's kind of my friend, they're kind of not my friend. As like, doesn't really matter. So they go on the thing to get to the thing. Sonic, they're there first. Knuckles does some punching. They get through that. Eggman is like, let me do this. You don't play hard. Think smart. So he does this whole smart ass thing to get through this, trying to have the thing. They do it slowly but steady. They go through it. While Sonic is like, when he arrives, they're like, we're going speeding, the whole speeding thing goes through it. But still, Eggman gets there first. The crystal is there, right for the taking. But then Sonic comes in, tries to keep them on time. Knuckles tries to keep Sonic off it. While that's going on, Eggman is like, oh, you guys are fighting! You seem to do a great job. So I'll let you guys fight. Tails is there too. Tails teams up. There was this moment with this wedding happening in front. When Sonic was kind of in Norpo, we also had this Russian dance going on. The Russian dance was a whole dance-off going on. That kind of was funny. Then they had to run. Then they had to run, and then he got to the ring for the wedding. And when they were in the wedding, it ended up being a whole cop situation where there were lots of FBI undercover because they wanted Sonic, and I was like, we wanted Sonic all along. Then the girl that was gonna be wedding wants the vengeance because her husband was kind of a wedding, so she has this revenge story going on. Not very much important, but still interesting. I love her seeing her revenge going on. I was like, revenge! I will have my revenge. So it was kind of funny, but it kind of was like, alright, can we rush this thing? But then it's like, kind of think it's a little bit funny. Not the overkill funny, but it was still, that whole shebang little thing in the sprinkled in was still funnier than She-Hulk in the whole general. I like She-Hulk as a character, I like who she plays, but nothing was funny in that whole freaking series. But it got cancelled, so whatever. I hope She-Hulk still comes back, even as a background character, because I like the actress that played She-Hulk. So yes, give me more of her, please. I really want She-Hulk to come back on some point. Anyway, back to the story. They get to this. The wedding Avengers. Then Sonic sees that where the crystal is. They get to that. The Knuckles fight and Sonic fight happens. But then he sees the crystal. Eggman sees the crystal, and Eggman's like, "Oh, crystal! It's mine now!" And he's like, "What?" Knuckles is like, "I thought we were friends." Friends? Nobody needs friends. We are a genius like that. You're not my equal. You are a means to an end. And this is my end! I'm gonna have it. Go! And it seems like he died and exploded. But he didn't. He became all godly power, back to his main aim, where everybody's outside, in hills. Everybody's outside. Everybody has this whole shenanigans going on. But Eggman has now all the power. He has a green suit on, and he's all godlike. Comes out, it's like, now we're gonna make it a little bit more fun. So his mind, with a mind like that, he can make everything, and he makes a giant robot, like a very giant robot. And I'm like, I can see that, with the mind of that godlike mind, technology wiping into a whole godlike monstrosity. And what also is good about it, this monstrosity built in, like, it would take him 10 years to build this thing if he didn't have the crystal. But now he did it in, minutes. Like, minutes! And he built this monstrosity of a thing. Oh, that's beautiful, my God! Beautiful! Good. Okay. I love it. Like this big giant robot able to now Knuckles feels betrayed. Sonic almost drowns. Knuckles helps. Sonic cannot swim, but they helped each other, and now they're gonna team up. Because Knuckles feels betrayed. He wanted the thing, but Sonic seems to be good and seems to be more respectful than the guy he thought he would be his friend. So they team up to try to get the crystal back. There is one weakness that Eggman has. That's Sonic, because he is kind of obsessed that Sonic kind of bettered him the last time and got him stranded on this day. So he's like, a little bit obsessed, and his robot goes after Sonic. It's like, you don't need to be speedy when you're a god, when you have this giant robot that can just obliterate you. I mean, what you have to fear when you're god? Like, there's nothing, I can see everything, and he does see everything. But he's a little bit obsessed with Sonic. His obsession blinds him. That's always like lots of villain Dr. Doom's obsession. It's like what blinds him. They're very smart. They're over top smart, the smartest persons there are. Lots of villains are like very smart, but their obsession is what gets them killed in the end. The obsession is what's their downfall. But Doom, his obsession became his downfall again and again. With Eggman, his obsession with vengeance for Sonic, because he's a god. He's like, nothing can hurt me, but I want Sonic to suffer for everything, for stranding me on an island. So fucking on an island, on a city. So he begins to trying to get him. He almost won. Like, there is a second he won. There is a thing. Then there was even a moment that they got the better of Eggman, like having this giant. They was like, oh, I see what you're getting at. You try to distract me. Distract me! You cannot distract me! So he's like, then sees Tails, tries to fight him. then Tails does this thousands of things because Tails was also good with technology. Then Knuckles became like multiple versions of himself. He has like, oh shit, lots of versions. But I can see what he's a god, so he does just lightning everywhere. But not fast enough that Knuckles knocks the hell out of Eggman, getting that thing out of him. The is out of him. The crystal is out of him. The crystal falls out like right through the thing. Sonic tries to get it. Well, Eggman is a little bit knocked out. He's a little bit for 5 seconds. The crystal is a little bit farther away. What does Eggman do? It's like, okay, he's a genius. He built this thing. Yes, he built it with his god powers, but even without his god powers, he can still control it. He has to do it handmade. And there was this funny when he's like has his right hand doing is Wilson doing it. It's like and he is like at the side. Go on, let me. Oh, don't mind the fucking lightning. Don't mind the lightning. He does this Jim Carrey funny business the whole movie through. It's done fucking beautiful. It's a piece of art. It's so done well. And now Sonic tries to get the crystal, but Eggman is a little bit still can't control the giant machine because he built it. Even though he built him as god power, he's still able to control it. So it still goes on. But then eventually, last second, of course, because this is a fucking movie, and every movie it has to be the last second, Sonic gets the crystal and becomes Super Saiyan Sonic, all golden, and then goes all off to try to get Sonic, get Eggman. It's like this whole thing, the whole fucking way. He is now god level, tries to get, but it's Sonic. So while Eggman could like this a whole beautiful beast of a machine, Sonic uses the powers to just speed, go through it, fly, destroys his whole machine a little bit till on the thing, the above thing is all off his egg, and cracking open the egg, seeing Eggman is like, can we talk about this? You know, you're beating me. You have beaten me. You will not. Yeah! He does this fist. Met this big giant robot. Sonic just blocks it with his godlike power now and destroys. I was like, oh fuck! I feel that. Tries with his other, doesn't work, and he's like, well, can we talk about this kind of thing? But then Sonic just does this, plunging him to the ground. He's like, ah! The whole machine falls. Most likely, you would die if that falls. But this is Eggman, so there is a possibility he comes back in the third or fourth movie. Seems to see if they want to go forwards without Jim Carrey, because he is like, I'm a little bit retired, but maybe I'm gonna go back. But maybe not the next movie, but the next movie after that. He wants to come back. Because he likes to be Eggman, but it's gonna be only the projects he really likes, not projects he is like, you know what, I'm gonna do this because I need my. He's gonna be very much thinking about if he wants to come back. So if you give him a good script, he will come back. But so far, we think he's dead. You know, he's dead. We wrote him off. He fell from a whole giant thing that was like 20 buildings up as a human. So there is still a possibility that he kind of died. After this, it could be like if he's fat, a little bit more fat, a little bit more accurate, because he got eaten or something. Because the first one, he was normal, Jim Carrey, not too special. In the second one, he looked more like Eggman. So they're like, okay, the next time he will even more like Eggman. We also got an end credit scene where we see Shadow, one of the badass, edgy versions of Sonic. That could be a thing. You know, in the lore, he is actually, I think. Wait a second. he was like a project of Eggman's father, but got put away, and then Eggman returned them, making him go against Sonic. But he kind of did that with Knuckles, so we need a new story about that. Anyway, so now this movie has an ending. I give it a solid legendary 10. I felt like it was beautiful, really cool done. Besides the wedding a little bit less, but it was still fun enough that I'm like, yes, sure, it's not the main characters of the first movie, or the humans are a little bit less important. I mean, maybe a lot less more. They're more side characters, but still entertaining from beginning to end. I have got entertained more than I did in a whole season of She-Hulk. It's Jim Carrey's always a fun to see in action. Never gets old, unless you fucking watch all Jim Carrey movies from beginning to end. The only Jim Carrey movie I never got able to watch was Dumb and Dumber. Those are things I never like. Hey, I like it. I watched it like 10 minutes and I'm like, hey, I'm bored of this. Just doing dumb shit. I don't like this kind of dumb shit. I don't want this dumb shit. So anyway, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, love it. I think it was great done. I think all the new characters were great. Everything felt like magnifique. The voice actors always a joy to hear. I think they're the same voice actor that plays in the other things. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little video about me talking about Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And Legendary 10, so that's above the normal 10. But just below the Omega 10. I think it's solid, it's a solid freaking movie, but it's not over the top entertaining, but it is entertaining enough that I enjoy it to its max, or at least to legendary status. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my review about this. I hope you didn't mind my eye that I did, because I didn't want to show my eye how it is now. So this was my solution. Awesome genius that I am. I could share my genius with the world, but I'm evil genius, and I keep it to myself. That's the genius of mine evil plan, to keep my genius to myself. Maybe even only use it at very rare occasions. Very rare. Now that's evil genius here. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys in my next ones. Goodbye, good night, partner.
Then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind.